Howdy tankers. Today I wanted to talk about some principles for playing the Tier 4 British medium tank, the Matilda. This is an odd tank. It's heavily armored, very slow. It has, for its top gun, it has a very fast-firing, very accurate, low alpha gun. So in some ways this tank is very slow. In terms of the gun, it's very quick. So you have to play this in an odd way. The gun is very effective, has great penetration, very good accuracy, but you need to keep it in play if you want to do significant damage because each shot does so little damage. And because you're slow, you want to be in the middle of action. So basic principles I try to follow is I want to stay with my team. At the same time, I want to be not too far away from the cap circle. At any given time, you may find yourself having to rush to the cap circle in any game, and because the Matilda is so very slow, you've got to be close enough so that if you've got to be the one to reset cap, you got to get there. So you can see what I'm doing here is I've driven up the hill because that's where everybody else went. I am looking for as many shots as possible, using the tank's good accuracy to slowly whittle away at enemies. No one shot does a whole lot to anybody, but you can fire fast and you can fire accurately. You can see I'm having no trouble penetrating this Valentine, which is also a very well armored tank. So a Matilda versus a Matilda is actually an interesting contest because they can penetrate each other pretty easily. So I am at the center of this battle. It's a matter of deciding on targets. The turret is very slow turning as well. See how long it takes to get that gun online. And so if you're changing targets significantly from one area to another, that takes a long time. You spend a lot of time waiting for the gun to catch up with the camera. Now we've got this Valentine over here, and what I've decided to do is go after him. He's also kind of slow. He's also good armor, but unlike me, he's got a pretty garbage gun, so he's not going to be able to hurt me very readily. And he's doing what Tier 4 players sometimes do, which is basically run away, even when it makes no sense to do that. And I'm just going to whittle him away, keep hitting him. One thing to know about the Matilda is that it also has very good gun depression, so it's a good hill fighter. Anyway, this battle's over. And we did quite well. Second class medal, top damage, etc. This next one is on Black Goldville. It's going to be a loss, but it kind of shows you what the Matilda can do. As usual, I'm never going to stray that far from the cap circle, so I'm moving up the center right here. That one wasn't going to go in. And we're already not doing so well. I'm going to advance up along this edge. Once again, I have good gun depression, so I can use this edge without exposing myself too much. See how slow the turret turns, though. Put a shot in on the TD and then realize my priority target is the Matilda, so I want to put as much damage as possible into him. And he's engaged with another teammate, so I can just pump one shot after another into his nice flat side. Easy penetration. You have to move up a little bit to keep pumping shots into him. Going to do that as long as possible. Lost that target, so I'm going to move around toward the cap circle. Trundling along in this slow Matilda way. Always trying to keep my turret turned in the direction of potential targets because of the slow turret traverse. If the target just pops up and I'm not pointed at it, I'm not going to get it. I want to finish up this Matilda. High rate of fire, low alpha, high DPM. Matilda's gone, but now my team is mostly gone as well. So I'm going to do what I can, defend the cap circle, There's no point in attempting to capture the base. We've got a fairly smart, low health enemy over here, and a couple of guys up on the ridge. So I'm going to turn myself so that I'm facing toward the most important enemies. Try to point my heavier armor toward them and do as much damage as possible. He's taking advantage of my slow turret traverse to pop out, and since I'm not waiting for him, it's not that much I can do to him. I do get a shot into him, but he backs out, and I can't just sit there waiting for him to come out. So this shows the degree to which the Matilda has significant advantages and such resilience, but because it's so slow, it has significant disadvantages in this situation as well. And they're going to just keep whittling me away. I'm alone against several enemies. This guy is not going to give me that easy shot, but I am orienting as much as possible toward where I think the enemy is going to be coming from, which is over to the left there. And here he comes. Try to do as much damage as possible. He's got a gun that can penetrate me. And let's see how long I last, how much damage I do. You can see I wasn't able to compensate for the incompetence of my team, but I was able to turn what would have been a rout into an actual battle. Did a lot of damage, got a couple of kills. Here is one on Copperfield. Since I have a very slow tank, I'm not going to go flank here. I'm going to move up the hill. And you can see I have an A20 that's exposing himself, pumping one shot after another into him. Unfortunately, this Panzer 38T is not very aware of what his teammates are doing, but I'm getting shots in anyway. I'm just going to take advantage of that as long as I can. And he's dead. And as you can see, as long as you can keep this gun shooting, it can do massive damage over time. Pop up over this hill. The priority target is obviously the Hetzer, but this Panzer will also do. You can see that I can't penetrate the front, the angled front of that Hetzer without a PCR, but he turns, gives me a side shot, easy penetration. And see, if he's angled downward like that, I have a flat surface to shoot at and can easily go through it. And he panicked and didn't handle that very well. Now I can move up here. Once again, the 38T is kind of in the way, but I managed to shoot around him. Another Hetzer. Easy penetration if I'm somewhat above him. If I were not above him, I would need to be firing his lower plate or use a PCR. And that was a nice quick one, but a first-class victory, 4 kills, pretty decent damage, good one. All right, here we go. Once again, we're advancing up toward the general area of the cap circle. And we have light tank advancing up here. Slow turret traverse doesn't let me get any snapshots in, but I do have a quick firing accurate gun, so once I'm able to get shots in, take them out. The enemy's capping, and so I want to move up in that general direction. I'm not really desperate to get to the cap circle at the moment. Got a Valentine here. He's going to have trouble penetrating me. I can penetrate his pretty heavily armored tank. And I want to get where the action is without overexposing myself and taking too much fire from opposite sides. But as you can see, they are focusing on other stuff, which is letting me use my good DPM to just slowly whittle away at this Valentine. And here comes another tank. Boom. And can't chase them, but I can certainly shoot them whenever they expose themselves. Once again, I'm going where the action is, where I can get shots, but I don't want to get too far from the cap circle in case I really need to get over there as quickly as this tank will take me. This guy is advancing out in the open kind of cluelessly. He might be lagged out, I'm not sure, but he's headed right up to a hill, so I'm guessing that's a lag problem, but I'm going to take advantage of it. I've certainly had many people do that to me when I've been lagged out. Good accuracy, great penetration in this gun. And he is not playing well, he's sitting out in the open. Alright, we've got two left. Easy penetration on this Valentine, trivial penetration on this T-28. He's trying to only show me his turret and be a tiny little target, but you notice with this accuracy, that doesn't matter. Valentine's coming up here. And anytime they show themselves, I can punish them for it. You'll notice I have no damage right now other than track damage. And there he is, so I can just start popping away at him. And that's 5 kills, 1300 damage, first class medal, excellent battle. Let me know how you like this video in comments. Let me know if you like the music. Please like and subscribe.